Hey guys, how's it going? This is your big bad keto daddy saying holla if you hear me. Again, this is Keto Paleo Live every Sunday, 12 Eastern Standard Time. And what we're trying to do here is help get the good word out about ketogenic diets and spread some information and keeping you guys aware, help you make your decision what's right for you, and maybe expose you to something you haven't been privy to. So anyway, lots of questions again this week. You know, I always like to start out with, Jamie, what the heck is keto paleo and how can it help me? So again, the idea behind a keto paleo diet is I take two ideologies, a ketogenic diet and a Paleolithic diet, and I merge the two together. And in a nutshell, the paleo side of it is a Paleolithic grocery list. So anything that you could hunt or gather from the Paleolithic era, anything you could hunt or gather is primarily how most anthropologists felt we ate for a few million years, if not longer. And that helped evolve and shape our metabolism. And then a ketogenic diet is something that's used to be old, or it was the way we spent most of our existence, and it wasn't until the last couple hundred years that we moved over to more of a sugar-based diet where our body metabolizes only sugar. So when you go into a state of nutritional ketosis, not to be confused with ketoacidosis, you actually shift your body over into a fat burning mode, or using ketone bodies as your primary fuel source. So again, keto paleo, I merged these two ideologies together after a lot of time and a lot of reading, and mostly for athletic performance, but along with that, there's a lot of therapeutic reasons to do it, metabolic diseases that it helps with, a lot of gut biome stuff, as well as obviously fat loss, which is always a big buzzword for people trying diets in this country. So anyway, again, for those who've been following for a long time, a lot of good questions this week. First of all, Keto Check 2.0, I'm sending versions of that out for Android for some of you to test. You have to have a Gmail account, so if I send it to you and you don't, I figured out last night that you have to have a Gmail account because that's on the Android platform, and to be a tester you need a Gmail account. So anyway, live and learn. This has been a little bit of a painful growing learning experience, but one of the things that I've figured out as far as Keto Check 2.0, this one actually accesses a food database. And in that food database, obviously everything doesn't exist, especially a lot of the new keto treats. Let's take, for instance, any of the Quest keto meals, or the keto cookies, which are real popular, or even some of the No Better Foods brands and stuff like that. So there is actually a way in Keto Check to create a food. So let's say you create your average day, you'll be able to log a day's worth of meals, and then you'll be able to save those meals, because let's face it, most of us eat the same stuff every day. For one, eat the same breakfast almost every single day, a couple pieces of bacon, 3 eggs, and a keto cappuccino, and I hit the road. Which brings me to a great point. You can formulate in keto cappuccino if you want to add it to your day's calories, or you can formulate in a keto cookie, because it probably doesn't exist in anybody's database yet, but I found a way to program that in there. Once I get it out on the Android or the Google Play Store, I will do a good video, and you can already do this on the Apple Store, is how to create a food in your Keto Check app. So when you're logging stuff, maybe you had 1 cookie, 2 cookies, whatever, you can create the macros exactly the way the manufacturer has it and plug it right into your day's worth of calories. So, yep, Keto Check 2.0 and create a food option is going to be in there. I get a lot of questions on supplements, everything from carb blockers, exogenous exogenous water. What supplements would I take? Or would I recommend? Now, ideally, in a perfect world, and like I said, I'm doing a paleo-style diet, so everything we ate while we evolved. And so with that in mind, it'd be nice to think that we're getting all our nutrients and vitamins from, the food we eat. The fact of the matter is, at least in this country, we do a lot of factory farming, and we do a lot of petroleum-based fertilizers and a lot of other workarounds to make these foods grow in the absence of a lot of nutrients. So if people are asking me, Jamie, what should I take, or what would be the 2 things that you would take, or the 3 things that you would take if you were trying to live a optimal health or healthy lifestyle, I think first and foremost, I'd always try to find a good multivitamin. And you usually get what you pay for when it comes to multivitamins. I've tried super high-end stuff that I've really liked, like Halton Nutrition makes not a pill form vitamin, but a drink form vitamin. I really like that one. And, as well as from, cheapo stuff at, your big box stores all the way up. You get what you pay for. I know Sean Wells has a great site that actually rates and recommends different supplements in the world and which ones are legit. So check him out if you're really serious. If not, message me and I'll let you know which ones I'm currently taking. Secondly would probably be some type of fish oil, just because, again, most of the meats that we get, despite our best efforts, are usually from some type of factory farm, and they're usually really deficient or their omega ratios are really off. So a lot of times I supplement with the fish oil. Yes, that's a workaround, but I also understand a lot of us don't have access to healthy, let's say, pasture finished animals. And you say pasture finished because there's always a labeling loophole. And if you say range fed, yeah, they're all started out range fed, and then they go to the feedlot the last 90 days, and that's where they get sick. And then, all those ratios get thrown off because they force feed them corn and M&Ms and God knows what else. So that being said, probably fish oil and a multivitamin. And again, you get what you pay for. Secondly to that, maybe, being a ketogenic diet, keep your electrolytes up. I love Slow Mag. I seem to have the best results on that for my heavy training. And I train a lot, so Slow Mag's really good. And then as far as sodium, I just use a cheap broth. I mean, there's some good stuff out there. You go to ketodaddy.com. I love Ketology's bone broth. That's good too. But what you're really looking for is the sodium. You can even do some, mineral salt in water and choke that down if you want. But I'm kind of old school. I like a cup of broth. So that being said, I was going to do a tongue-in-cheek skit on exogenous water. I'm coming out with this completely new line of water, exogenous water, and if you drink nothing but this water for 24 to 48 hours, you'll find yourself in a state of nutritional ketosis, hands down. That's a play on the biology, you guys, because if you were fasting and drinking nothing but water, your body would go into nutritional ketosis naturally. Why? Because it's a natural thing. You don't need anything to put you in ketosis, okay? Program 42. Please bear with me. We're overwhelmed with writing programs for people. And if you guys aren't familiar with Program 42, this is for people that really want a handheld version. They want the full 6 weeks of being keto adapted, and they want every single meal written out for them. We'll figure out your daily caloric intake, write out exactly a menu for you based on your macros to get you to that keto adaptation point. And along the way, you'll learn and ask questions. And we feel that by the time you get done with that 42-day program, which is 6 weeks, and it takes 4 to 6 weeks for most people to get keto adapted. I don't mean into ketosis, two different things, and we've talked about that before, but actually keto adapted, okay? You find a lot of people are doing that Monday through Friday ketosis thing and then jumping off the bandwagon on the weekend, calling it cyclical ketogenic dieting, but that really is reminiscent of the old school stay-at-home mom Atkins thing, where people would go hardcore Monday through Friday and then blow it out on the weekends. In reality, it could take you every bit till Thursday to get into ketosis itself. So unless, of course, you use my exogenous water and fast for 24 to 48 hours with it. Anyway. That being said, keep those questions coming. Look for more updates from Johnny Flynn. We're doing a documentary on becoming a superhero with him, following his whole morphology change for a movie he's filming. He wants to be a superhero in a movie, and we're getting him in shape. So look forward for more updates from Johnny Flynn. Keep those questions coming. And remember, first and foremost, eat like you care about yourself. So if you guys find the information on this video helpful, please share it. It helps me out. And once again, I upload it to my YouTube channel too. So if you miss something week after week, you can always shoot over to the YouTube channel. Anyway, this is your Big Bad Keto Daddy saying, holla if you hear me. We'll see you next week. Bye.